Hello, a very good
Hi,
afternoon, Mr. Malay. How are
good
you?
afternoon. I'm good. Good afternoon. How are you?
All good, sir. Very warm welcome, and I'm very excited for today's session because manufacturing of Indian products by an Indian company, मैं गिनने लगूंगी पाँच छः पे ही I will stop because इतनी कम है. So
जी
I'm very glad because manufacturing ka we have no idea at all. So very warm welcome to the Dr. Battisi show and you are the founder of Piscium Health Sciences, is that right?
Piscium Health Sciences.
ICM. Okay, I'm sorry. Right. So what does it do, sir?
We actually do our own R&D. We
Okay.
develop dental products.
Okay.
Right now, we have a product called Nano Diamond Dental Burs in the
Okay.
market. We make dental alginates. We
Okay.
make a host of about five, six other small products too.
I did visited your site and I was very intrigued by it. And also, you guys are DSIR recognized. Is it a like organization which, certifies people who do their own R&D? Is it that organization?
So DSIR stands for Department of Scientific and Industrial Research.
Okay.
It is a body of Department of Science and Technology, Government of India. So
Okay.
they
Great.
so they assess you, they assess your facilities, your capabilities, your record in R&D, and then they recognize you that yes, this company does good R&D work, and
Oh,
that's
wow.
accompanied by
Okay.
some SOPs also. But largely, it's a recognition I had looked forward to for a long time, and yes, we got it within about 6 to 7 months of completing the foundation of our company.
Oh, wow. Wow. So, like anybody who is into research and development, which is R&D, if can get this, मतलब DSIR से अगर वो recognize है, तो that means that facility or that company is R&D.
That
Is that
facility and
means?
company does R&D, which is important to the country.
Oh, oh wow, awesome. Got it. And sir, I also noticed that it is incubated by SINE by IIT Bombay because
Yeah.
when I heard the word incubated, because I have done few courses by the MSME.
Okay.
And yeah, so I first got to know about the words like incubators in this entrepreneurial and this business industry. So I was very glad that you guys are into that and working with the
Sure.
government.
Sure. So, incubation actually is so when we do not know how to run our startups, you go to an incubator. They
Right.
hold your hands, and I'd been to IIT Bombay. I said, I have an idea, but I don't know what to do next. I want to convert this into a business, and how can you help me? And then IIT Bombay said, okay, what do you do? So I made a short presentation, and they said, okay, we definitely see potential. And then they said, okay, come over. There's space for you, there's office for you, there's workshop
Yeah.
for you. So do what you want to. So yeah,
You have made it sound so easy. Like, yeah, I went to IIT Bombay and they just, checked it. But I know the process behind it, and it's IIT Bombay. It's not. So, sir, before we enter into the development and manufacturing, I just have a question that how you ended up in dentistry because I'm quite sure you are not a dentist by yourself.
absolutely not. I'm a chemical engineer. I'm an MBA from
Oh,
IIM Lucknow. Spent a
okay.
large part of my life in FMCG, in sales and marketing and innovation. And before my MBA, I was
Okay.
in pure R&D. So
Okay.
I wanted to do something on my own. And then the
Right.
question is, Aata kya hai? What can you do? What do you know how to do?
Right.
And then you funnel down what are your capabilities where you can put your own life's savings on. तुम्हारा
Right.
पैसा किस चीज पे कौन सी तुम्हारी काबिलियत है जिस पे आप अपना पूरा कमाया हुआ पैसा डाल सकते हो. So there,
Right.
I figured out it was anything which involves R&D and anything which
All right.
involves sales. Then
Right.
funnel down. Where
Yeah.
is the market opportunity? Where is the gap? Where has R&D been lagging in this country?
Yeah.
Finally, long story short, that's how I landed into dentistry.
No, sir, was so important. This is the major gap I can clearly see. I do not know why other people can't see. And I was talking with the founder of the dental cart, and he mentioned, and I did the research also, and it did mention that I might be wrong with the numbers, but dentistry manufacturing in India is about 15,000 crores or something like that
The
industry.
dental market is
The
bigger.
dental
Is
market,
bigger.
yeah, right.
About
The only the
25,000 crores.
manufacturing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh God. So, sir, now coming back to the manufacturing, please help us go through the A to Z of manufacturing, and especially in India. Whatever you can share with us. Here I
Yeah,
am
yeah, sure,
blank.
sure. Let me start with the process of product development. Let's start
Yes,
from
please.
there instead of just saying let's switch on a machine and let's make something.
Sure, sure.
It's a richer discussion to understand how do you develop a product, and it's not just about India, it's about everywhere
100%.
across the world.
Sure.
So let's say you've got a concept. Concept is born in the mind. This is what I want to do. Then you first start with a proof of concept that, you know, if I want to do this at a very platform scale or a kitchen scale or a very, you know, absolutely elementary scale, can you create a physical form of what you thought of? Can you
Right.
produce one sample, one piece of what you were thinking of doing? That's
Right.
where you show to the world, here's a proof of concept. मैंने सोचा था ये
Right.
और ये मैंने एक piece बना के दिखाया. That's a
Right.
proof of concept which just establishes to yourself, which establishes to, let's say, later on the investor community or to the stakeholders around you, to the doctors, to the dentists, that listen, this is what I'm planning to do, and here's one piece. मैंने ये बनाया. That's a proof of concept. That's a
Correct.
very important stage for, it's the first stage which converts something in your mind into an actual touch and feel product. So that's a proof of
Right.
concept. Then after proof of concept, you get into stage two. Stage two,
Okay.
mein, you decide if I could make one of these, can I make 50 of these? So
Right.
you get to a, let's say, post proof of concept stage two, as I would call it, where
Okay.
you now start involving dentist. So I'm also
Okay. Within this.
reminding myself of how I had gone forward with the process.
Right.
So ये कुछ बनने जा रहा, आपको क्या लगता है? Then they'll say, okay,
Right.
let's try it on extracted teeth. Let's try it on glass
Yeah.
blocks. जैसे
Right.
मेरे बर्स में
Right.
था, glass block पे try करते हैं, extracted human teeth पे try करते हैं, acrylic पे mount करते हैं. So these things you start
Right.
getting a feel of. So that's about 50, 60 teeth. Then you get into a pilot scale where in vitro
Yeah.
studies के बाद आप in vivo पे चले जाते हो. You actually
Right.
take the consent of 50, 60 doctors, you take some this thing. So that during all this sentence, which I really mentioned at very fast speed, is actually 6 months have gone by the time 6 months to a year have gone by
Yeah.
between stages one, two,
Yeah.
and three.
Right.
Then you get to, okay, they say, okay, this is good, this is not good, you get through improvement processes. So usually this process takes about, for me, it took about 4 iterations. Okay, you could better
Okay.
the product by doing this. Let's try
Yeah.
this. Let's try this, and it's a very dark tunnel. This process, this
Right.
stage where you made about 500 to 600 samples now. You involve 50 doctors now. You've gone to institutions to evaluate, and you're nervous. What's happening to my product? And then somebody says, you know, this needs to improve, that needs to improve. So that happens.
Right.
Then
Right.
there is the stage of your first commercialization process, where it's a completely new process जहाँ इसका production कैसे होगा? You will have a group of people, you
Right.
will have got operators, you've got a quality check department, you've got this, you've got that. All this will need to create a factory out of this product.
Exactly.
At that time, you then get into another science altogether of commercial production. You know, productivity per hour कैसे होगा, quality checks कैसे होगा, etc., etc. You
Exactly.
get into that. There again, you go to the market, and first time you do a test market where
Right.
people pay you money. So you tell
Right.
people that I'm test marketing, but you'll have to buy the product. Please give me your feedback. You go and follow up with them. Then they say कि हाँ ये ठीक था ये नहीं था, I like this, so many people repeated, so many people never bought again. ऐसे सब अलग अलग उसके matrices होते हैं. Are you satisfied with it? As a creator of that product, are you satisfied with your matrices? You usually tend asking others now. कोई फील्ड
Yeah.
का एक्सपर्ट होगा, डेंटिस्ट होगा कि सर 100 लोगों ने लिया और 35 लोगों ने रिपीट किया और 65 people didn't buy my product. Is that a good metrics?
Yeah.
There are, let's say at the end of 1 year, 100 people had bought once, 35 people are buying every month, about 55 people have bought twice or more. Is that a good metrics? ऐसे आप evaluate करते हो. And
Right.
then you also apply for accreditations and certificates at that time.
Exactly.
जैसे licenses होते हैं, ISO होता है,
Yeah.
all that, CE, all that. This is the stage at which you get into. Then you go into market at a commercial stage कि आपके पास
Right.
licenses सब कुछ है, commercial होने जाते हो. उसके बाद post market surveillance होता है. And then if I used to believe कि हाँ post market surveillance के बाद तो सब ठीक हो जाता है. But it's a continuous process, it's a never ending process. I believe for the next, you know, life of the company, जो भी invent किया है उसको continuously improve करना, और नए products हर साल में 2-2, 3-3 नए products लेके आना, ये continuous cycle रहेगा.
Right. Right. So do you guys have any patented product as well?
Yeah, I referred to you about nano diamond dental burrs. So
Right.
what we do is, dental burrs, either they are made of carbide and they've got flute,
Right.
or there are diamond tips जिसे कहते हैं.
Right.
So there are metal
Right.
blanks, and then there is sintered diamond या electroplated diamond होता है उसके ऊपर, right? What we do is there's a combination of two. हम carbide का burr बनाते हैं. We make the carbide burrs. Then we grow synthetic diamond on it. If you heard of lab grown diamonds,
Okay. Right.
जैसे
Right. Right. Right.
lab grown diamond grow किया जाता है synthetically. It has got all the properties of a natural diamond.
Right.
We grow that diamond. A thin continuous film of diamond is grown on the burr ka flutes. So
Wow.
as a result, you get the flutes of a carbide burr, which is great cutting action,
Right.
and you get diamond. You get the properties of
Right.
diamond, which is really hard, and hence great
Right.
accuracy, good control, procedure पे control बहुत अच्छा आता है, smoothness अच्छी आती है. We did extensive
Right.
studies after that. So yeah, that's about our patent.
Sir, how generally I'm asking, अगर एक बार हमने purchase किया, the number of tooth, the number of patient या number of time, number of months or weeks, कितना हमें एक बार को ideally use करना चाहिए?
इसका करेक्ट आंसर कोई है नहीं. आइडियली तो देखा जाए तो once, burrs have to be used once.
Right.
Ideally.
Right. And yeah, every patient, it should be changed and everything.
But our country, I don't think we can afford, or our patients can afford, if all the consumables are used only once.
Exactly.
Then we autoclave.
Right. Yeah.
Autoclave करके largely it's dependent on number of procedures, not on
Right.
number of months or number of days or number of patients.
Right.
अभी एक ही patient के दो procedure करने हैं तो then it's just one patient, right? So number of
Right.
procedures, I mean, people do it. People use the burrs for. Some people use it only once. Some people use it for 2 or 3 times. Some people use it for 8 times. But 8, I would feel, is a huge overkill.
Overkill.
But yes,
मतलब if we if we say max 10, उससे ऊपर तो कभी नहीं जाना चाहिए. If we just come up with a number.
I mean, I wouldn't say anything about that. I think dentists know better about it.
Okay, correct. Because sometimes there is just, it depends on the tooth or the procedure as well. Sometimes it's just a ditch. Sometimes there is whole cavity. Sometimes we are preparing the tooth. So it's it's depends. So okay, all right. So sir, what were your challenges mainly, which you can share with us, so that if anybody who is getting into manufacturing can overcome it just by listening to you?
Okay, I don't know how many you'll be. I mean, information is a great tool. How to overcome each one of these challenges is a journey into themselves. मतलब खुद का खुद ने देखना पड़ेगा, but you'll get the gist of the challenges. Number one, जब आप कोई चीज ऐसी बनाने जा रहे हो जो इंडिया में कोई और नहीं बनाता है,
Exactly.
आसपास में आपको वेंडर्स नहीं मिलते, सो somebody who is your supplier, who is going to help you
Right.
machine, what is the machine you are going to purchase. So ये
Hmm.
चीज करे कैसे, ये इसमें एक बड़ा चैलेंज होता है. Unless somebody has done it somewhere, you can ask, you
Yeah.
can pick up the phone, you can request, there's some professor in some college, there's some subject matter expert होता है अगर ये टेक्नोलॉजी एग्जिस्टिंग होती है.
Exactly.
जब नहीं होती है, so to spend enough time to be
Hmm.
very sure of which material is correct, which machine is
Right.
correct, which design
Right.
is correct. इस पे ये सबसे बड़ा एक क्रिटिकल फैक्टर होता है. दूसरा
Right.
चैलेंज ये होता है कि when you are making products which nobody in India makes, you are talking about domestic manufacturing, you just touched upon it during introductions. There's hardly any company which genuinely domestically manufactures products. And we are
Yeah.
proud to be one of them.
Right.
वो जब करने जाते हो, आपका नेक्स्ट डे मॉर्निंग यू आर स्टार्टिंग एज अ फ्लेजलिंग, एक इंक्यूबेटर, एक इंक्यूबेटी होता है जो इंक्यूबेटर के पास जाता है समझने के लिए कि मेरे पास एक आइडिया है, अब मैं क्या करूं. नेक्स्ट डे मॉर्निंग जब आप किसी डेंटिस्ट के पास जाते हो, तुम्हारी कंपैरिजन होती है विद द ग्लोबल बेस्ट.
100%.
जब वो होता है, इट शुड बी दैट वे, देयर इज नो शॉर्टकट टू इट.
Right.
पेशेंट्स को तो
Right.
ग्लोबल बेस्ट ही मिलना चाहिए ना. सो इट शुड बी
Hmm.
दैट वे, बट वो काफी अननर्विंग होता है, काफी चैलेंजिंग होता है कि एक कंपनी जो
Right.
एमएनसी जो सालों साल से मार्केट में एग्जिस्ट करती है, उसके सामने खड़ा होना है विथ योर न्यू स्टार्टअप, यू विथ योर न्यू कॉन्सेप्ट जो हमने शुरू किया है. दैट्स अ वेरी
Right.
बिग चैलेंज एंड इट शुड बी दैट वे. आई एम नॉट सेइंग इट शुड बी
Yeah.
डाइल्यूटेड इन एनी वे.
No, no, yeah.
दूसरा होता है एडवाइस मिलना. एडवाइस इंडिया में बहुत फ्री में मिलती है, बट वैल्यूएबल एडवाइस मिलना जो है, डायरेक्शन, करेक्ट डायरेक्शन मिलना, करेक्ट वैल्यूएबल एडवाइस मिलना, ये बहुत रेयर होता है. एंड इन सम वे आई हैव बीन फॉर्चुनेट इनफ to get the right advices.
Awesome. All right. Sir, so where, like you said in the step 2, dentist can come in. There is a dentist role that started. So how can a dentist work for you or in the Indian, like the hub, which is if India becomes the hub for the dental materials, what's the dentist role?
अगर आप there's a huge role. In fact, there's a very big role that dentists can play for startups like us to develop new products, finally become products which the whole world looks up to and says कि हमें इंडिया का ही प्रोडक्ट चाहिए. No more Italian, no more Japanese, no more American. We want Indian product. That's what the world should
Right.
say, right?
Right.
उसमें dentists have a huge role to play. So as a manufacturer, as a
Right.
person in R&D, our assessment of our product, how good or bad our product is restricted to the quality control checks. It is restricted to what our lab can say, what extracted human teeth. ये सब
Right.
चीजें, that's the limit where a manufacturer can go to. अब साथ में अगर
Yeah.
मतलब 50 एक डेंटिस्ट साथ में हो, who are willing to take this step forward and say, okay, show me your product, I will try them, I will tell you इसका
Right.
improvement क्या है. Every time you make a batch, come to me, I'll try it on patients, I'll give you feedback, and the spirit is that of कि ये एक इंडियन मैन्युफैक्चरर है, इसको इम्प्रूव करा के ग्लोबल बेस्ट प्रोडक्ट लेके जाना है, ना के हाँ पसंद नहीं है चलो छोड़ दो इसको. अगर साथ
Exactly.
निभाते हो
Exactly.
इन अ वेरी वेरी इन अ वेरी पैशनेट वे, उससे साथ निभाना बहुत जरूरी है डेंटिस्ट कम्युनिटी का, अगर हमारे जैसे लोगों को ग्लोबली बेस्ट डेंटल प्रोडक्ट्स बनाना है. पेशेंट
And
शुड
sir,
नॉट
we should do
सफर.
that, right? मतलब
एब्सोल्युटली.
सिर्फ बाहर के प्रोडक्ट्स इंडिया में क्यों आए? हो सकता है जर्मनी में कोई इंडियन प्रोडक्ट्स भी तो यूज कर सकता है if it's so good.
एब्सोल्युटली. और मैं आपको ये बताता हूँ, देयर वाज वन very nice distributor, Nitin Doshi. He of Doshi Marketing Bombay, RIP. He's no more. But
Okay.
in my early days, I used to make batches which the doctors wouldn't like, right? And he had volunteered to distribute my products in Bombay.
Oh
And
wow.
and I said, यार क्या हो रहा है, लोगों को अपना प्रोडक्ट पसंद नहीं आ रहा. एंड ही यूज्ड टू से कि दोस्त जर्मनी में या स्विट्जरलैंड में या अमेरिका में किसी कंपनी ने यही काम किया होगा, उनके लोगों ने, उनके डॉक्टर्स ने उनका साथ दिया होगा, उन्होंने भी प्रोडक्ट डेवलप किया होगा, फाइनली अच्छा प्रोडक्ट हो गया और एक्सपोर्ट हुआ रहेगा टू इंडिया. यू डू नॉट लूज होप. हम लोग करते हैं एंड ट्रूली दैट हैपेंड. आई टॉक टू एक्चुअली बिग मल्टीनेशनल कंपनी, नेटवर्क हो जाती है, जान पहचान हो जाती है, तो आई टॉक टू देम कि यार आपने जब एल्जिनेट इंडिया में लाया, आपका जब बर इंडिया में आया, आपका लेट्स से जीआई सीमेंट आया इंडिया में, तब यही सब दिक्कतें आ रही थी. बिकॉज आई एम फेसिंग दिस प्रॉब्लम दैट आई हैव टू गो थ्रू मल्टीपल आइटरेशंस अंटिल द डेंटिस्ट लाइक्स इट. They said
Right.
definitely from market to market we have to go through those iterations, while product development in our own country we have to go through those iterations. So
Right.
everybody has to go through that journey. And
Right.
usme
Right.
I would just invite every interested dentist to join hands with me and take part in our product development process.
Right. Sir, I am in.
Okay,
The clinic is in.
done.
Sir, so another question, like where can we get your products? Except of course just asking for you for the products, but otherwise अगर हमें जो buy करने हैं, whatever is on your site, should we contact your site? Should we contact Amazon or should we contact our local dealers or whatever? Like Delhi में there are very big famous zones where dental सामान मिलता है. तो should we contact there? Where can we get your products?
So it's a good question and thank you for asking that question. Immediately speaking, my products are available on my site. There's an e-commerce link, there's a shop to it, so you can buy straight away from there.
Right.
The other one is that in a few towns we have distributors. The best
Okay.
thing is, and we are available on Amazon and Flipkart.
Oh
So the
wow.
best thing to do, yeah.
Okay.
So best thing to do is
Perfect.
just call me and we'll arrange for a product to reach your
Your
place just in case.
website, it's on Amazon, and if you have to go through your site, it's piscium.in, right?
.in, yes.
.in, yeah. Okay, great. Sir, so regarding the manufacturing, two questions. First, जैसे prosthodontists होते हैं, they are very much into dental materials. हमें बहुत पढ़ाया जाता है ingredients, everything, what to do, winter, summer, temperature, etc., etc. So, sir, the prosthodontist, who makes dentures and who are very much into dental materials, yeah. So, can they get into research and development for the startups or for the big companies, जो आपकी R&D होती है? Yeah.
Absolutely, it will be invaluable if that happens. It will be
Oh wow.
invaluable.
Okay.
That's a very big gap. Here's people in R&D who are engineers and who are that kind of a branch, and here's a bunch of prosthodontists who are experts as far as the patient connect is concerned, who know how to do this, who know what patient and between the dentist and the patient क्या चीजों की जरूरत पड़ती है. That's what they know. They can assess that, they can evaluate. The two of them paired together, the prosthodontist and the person who's doing R&D for product development, the manufacturer, the R&D guy, the innovations guy. It's a match made in heaven, meaning it should be that way. It should be that way. Absolutely.
Right, got it. Because I was thinking that this can also be one of the fields in which the prosthodontist in future can go and give away their expertise. Because currently, sir, dentistry is not just कि आपको सिर्फ दांतों में देखना है, मुंह देखना है, टंग देखनी है और head and neck region देखना है. It's much more beyond and has grown a lot. So even if you're a dentist, you can still practice dentistry, not just by looking into the patients, but doing various things.
Absolutely. इसमें मैं आपको एक ही चीज ऐड करूंगा. One is, as a company, मेरा एक मिशन है that we want to be an idea magnet. कि किसी के पास कोई आइडिया हो, ये आइडिया को कमर्शियलाइज कैसे किया जाए, उसके लिए we want to be that company. We do get a lot of inputs from dentists already. एक तो ये है. दूसरा है कि if we want to be a global manufacturing and R&D hub, तो dentist का participation in huge numbers is, I mean, even to the point of repeating. I mean, dentists participating in this mission that we should be one of the biggest dental material manufacturers in the world. उसके लिए अपने prosthodontist, अपने dentist का होना in the circuit is very important.
So just imagine, ठीक है, अभी एक particular cost होगी because the process is such challenging. But just imagine अगर India dental biggest dental hub बन जाता है whatever in the coming years, the cost will reduce so much that it will be so easy for everybody to open the clinics even in the rural areas.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
कॉस्ट,
Okay.
अवेलेबिलिटी, एक्सेसिबिलिटी, कितनी सारी चीजें
Right.
डेंटिस्ट को चाहिए होती है. दे नो व्हाट दे वांट बट इट्स नॉट अवेलेबल. थैंक यू वेरी मच. So
Exactly.
that
Yeah.
changes. The rules change,
Yeah.
completely change.
Right. And sir, like just the manufacturing, अगर किसी को basic manufacturing of dental products या materials just पढ़ना है, so are there any website or links that you would suggest where we can find the right kind of information? Any government thing? Because जब आप ढूंढने जाते हो तो काफी कुछ आ जाता है, like all manufacturing where we get confused. So because you are into this, so any basic to give us an idea.
I think I have something to tell you. If you're a postgraduate or you're into research and that kind of a field, uh,
Yeah.
because just being just doing a graduate course will just enable. That's my belief, or from the people that I've met. Being a
Right.
BDS will enable great dental practice.
Right.
बट जहां पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन करते हो आप कॉन्सेप्ट्स में घुस जाते हो एट अ वेरी बेसिक लेवल. देन
Yeah.
गेटिंग इनटू लेट्स से रिसर्च गेट वगैरह में द मोमेंट यू आर अटेम्प्टिंग टू पब्लिश अ थीसिस और अ पब्लिकेशन वगैरह कुछ करने जाते हो, पेपर डाल, तो रिसर्च गेट जैसे साइट्स होते हैं,
Right.
एल्सेवियर के साइट्स होते हैं.
Okay.
देयर
Right.
यू गेट this basic thing of if you just read about 3 or 4 papers of a particular product or a particular process,
Yeah.
you start getting a basic idea.
Yeah, yeah. And maybe through one paper we get some other input and then other and then other.
And
Okay.
then there are people like us who will be able to help you when you
Yeah,
actually want to go through the grind.
sure. Yes.
So but concept
Sir, so
पक्का
in
होना
which
आपको
country?
जरूरत होता है. मतलब if sorry to sing,
No, 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 no.
concept of what do
I
you
got
want
it.
to make, आपको क्या बनाना है उसका concept अगर पक्का है तो ही आपको हम जैसे लोग हेल्प कर सकते हैं. For that,
Right.
about, I mean, my thumb rule is before we even think of creating something, innovating something, or doing something that is not made in India, कम से कम 1000 pages of research paper reading चाहिए,
Oh,
even before
wow.
you touch your hands onto making something, giving a tangible touch and feel.
Great. In which year the company was founded?
2017.
Oh, wow. Okay. And like is you are the solo owner of the founder of it, or there are
There was
partners?
me, and now it's a private company, private
Okay.
limited company with angel investors and
Oh,
everybody
wow.
in it. But
Okay.
when we started, there was me and Dr. Trupta, my wife, so 2 of us.
Okay. Okay, great. Sir, so any takeaway message for the audience that finally you want to share?
यही कि to the point of repeating for the third time that
Yeah.
if there are dentists who are willing to join us into this R&D process, into product development process, feedback process, they are most welcome. I'm searching for them. And
Right.
something that we keep in mind, that we want to make this country a global hub जहाँ से दुनिया भर का डेंटल प्रोडक्ट्स मैन्युफैक्चर हो. आज के दिन इन तीन
Wow.
जैसी कंपनियां हैं जो अपना प्रोडक्ट खुद बनाती है, ना कि
Right.
there's a lot of companies who just bulk pack, bulk
Right.
packet
Right.
मंगाया बाहर से and then
Right.
retail packet here.
Right.
Instead of that,
Right.
genuinely dental products का मैन्युफैक्चरिंग यहाँ पर हो, उसके लिए डेंटिस्ट का साथ जुड़ना बहुत जरूरी होता है. And yes, anybody who's willing to join hands with me, most welcome.
Thank you so much, sir. And like I have worked in the government for some time before COVID.
Yeah.
So I guess I can talk with the government, my HODs in the dental department as well. And of course, this clinic which you are seeing, we are in.
Done. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for creating this, because this is such a need. हम सिर्फ patient में इतना खो जाते हैं RCT कर करके कि that these we know कि होना चाहिए, but we really don't get time. So I'm amazed to see that someone is at least doing it.
Likewise, thank you so much for getting in touch.
Thank you
It's a pleasure.
so much, sir.
It's a
Very
pleasure.
pleasure here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you. Okay. Bye.
Bye.